What's going on, guys? It's the What Would You Think crew. We're back for a new video. It's me, Omid,
How's it going, guys? It's me, Amir.
and we're back for a new book discussion on Ultimate X-Men number 41, which when people hear that, like, what the hell is Ultimate X-Men number 41? This is, I guess it's titled New Mutants Part 2, and it is in, who wrote, is this not Hickman? Is it Ultimate X-Men
I think
Hickman?
it's
Who
Mark
wrote?
Millar.
Yeah, maybe Mark Millar. We'll say Mark Millar.
I know that after a certain point of Ultimate X-Men, the author does kind of cycle and
Change.
change.
Yeah.
So I think that version is Mark Millar.
But
But this
as
is
a
an infamous issue. I
This is
think
a
if yeah,
this is a really infamous issue, and if you've been on this channel, you kind of know Amir is our resident Ultimate Marvel guy. So Amir has loaned me his Ultimate X-Men Omnibus Volume 2, uh,
yes, sir, baby.
as you guys know, my favorite X-Men is Wolverine, and I have some of his iconic stories back there. I got the one where he goes to Japan. I got Weapon X. I have I've read Old Man Logan and Days of Past and Civil War Wolverine.
All
Uh,
the good ones,
all the good ones.
all the big
So
ones.
this one is I think a popular one that kind of got some traction recently on like TikTok and YouTube Reels as one of the most tragic Marvel stories. Is a one issue story with this one kid. I don't even think we know his name. Maybe they do say his name, but is this kid who wakes up going to school one day, getting ready to go to high school, and when he comes downstairs, he's like, "Hey, mom, where are you?" And he didn't see his mom anywhere. He just happened to see a bunch of clothes on the floor, and he's like, it's weird. He ends up going to school, talking to his girlfriend, and as he's talking to his girlfriend, uh, she gets a very brief realization before she unfortunately dies, saying, "Oh, it's you." And as the main character of this issue takes a look around, see everyone around him is dying, and it is really quite peculiar. It's like, oh, why is everyone dying around this kid? And as he gets this realization that everyone in his entire school is dying, he runs away to a cave, and as he's in this cave, we see yours truly, Wolverine, comes up to him, and as he's in this cave, this kid is so scared, saying, "Oh, leave me be, go away, you're gonna get yourself hurt." And as Wolverine is a essentially indestructible mutant, he tells him, "Not to
You
worry,
can't
kid,
hurt
you're
me.
not killing me."
Yeah, you can't hurt me.
And pretty much this kid's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And uh the first thing Wolverine says is first thing Wolverine does is he hands him a beer, and he's like, "Oh, I'm one of the most famous X-Men of the world." And this kid's like, "Oh, you're the Wolverine. Why are you here? Why do you know me? What are you doing here?" And Wolverine is like, "I've been sent here, and we just found out that you hit puberty yesterday, and your power is to release toxins and poisons that pretty much kills organic tissue.
Yeah.
So everyone around this kid is destined to die, and Wolverine unfortunately is here to kill this 13-year-old kid. It is a truly tragic and
Well,
sad
because the
issue.
whole thing is that because in the Ultimate Universe, it like they kind of ramped up the prejudice that mutants are feeling at this time, where it truly is like illegal to be a mutant, and they had essentially Sentinels kind of targeting the biometrics and seeing if your genes show that you have the X gene active, you will be hunted down and essentially killed. And the reason why Charles Xavier, which I was it Charles or yeah, I think
Charles, yep,
Charles sends met
his mutant
over
finding machine.
Wolverine. Yeah, so he uses Cerebro, and essentially, uh, Charles says to Wolverine, "We can't let people know that," because he essentially massacred his entire town. Like
Yeah, he
everyone
kills
in the town got killed.
265
Yeah,
people, they said. And it's really sad as this kid is crying, hearing all these things. Like, even when the kid is like, "Oh, so am I a mutant?" Wolverine's not even looking at this kid in the eye. He's like, "Yep, you're a mutant." And as I'm reading here, he's like, "Oh, I think I killed my parents." Wolverine says, "Yeah," not even looking at him. The kid's like, "Is it because I'm a mutant?" "Yeah." And he's like, I killed people. All the people died just because I'm a mutant." Wolverine cannot look at him in the eyes, and he's just looking down, saying, "Yeah, all these bad things happen because you're a mutant." And you just see this kid breaking down, and it's truly just so sad because I haven't read Ultimate X, but it really feels like how this kid's like, "Why me? Why did I have to be a mutant? Like, what did I do wrong? Why is this all happening to me?" And his life is essentially he got a bad hand. He was dealt a really bad hand, and Wolverine
Yeah,
says that you rolled the wrong
yeah,
dice.
yeah. Because what's so interesting is Charles essentially sent Wolverine because he's like, the public cannot realize or find out that this was caused by a mutant. So like we're gonna do a cover up and we're gonna say it was just a giant gas leak that
Mhm.
essentially killed everyone. Because he said the moment that people realize that a mutant did this, our chances of equality and equal treatment
Peace.
is gone.
Yeah.
Peace is. He's like, there's no way we can let him live. So he's like, Wolverine, I need you to go in and do what you do best. I need you to kill this kid, which is so dark
It's
for
so
Charles
dark.
to do
Yeah.
that. Because I mean, Wolverine, it's like he says it all the time. I'm the best there is at what I do, and what I do isn't very nice. So you
What
would
I do
expect that
best.
from, yeah, what I do best. Yeah, I mean, he's seen the horrors of war and of man, so he's already kind of aware of the worst that people can do. So what is so interesting is that this is Charles, the person that has um, this utmost hope and belief in humanity, and essentially seeing him upend that hope. But like it sucks because it's essentially mutants that are paying the price for his belief in having equality. It's not that we're gonna essentially fight and have humans accept us. It's we're going to be killing one of our own in order to appease, in order to
We're gonna
acclimate,
bend the
and
knee to make humans feel comfortable around us rather than saying we have an equal right to exist.
yeah, I mean, it sucks. Like for all we know, maybe he could have, with practice and having the hope and belief that maybe we could train him to get better. So I just thought that was so tragic. I mean, it's like I think it's probably one of if not the most famous issue in all of Ultimate X-Men. It's
It's so sad, and it's like, I mean, what? There's three characters in this book, and it's mainly just a conversation between two people. And to me, it plays into like so many things of like, all right, a kid who has cancer, like terminal cancer, being told that, oh, you're gonna die, and he's like, oh, there was so much I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go to college. I was supposed to spend more time with my girlfriend. I was supposed to enjoy life, and it's just so sad that like even as much as I love Wolverine, there's another really famous, I think, X-Force book where Deadpool and Wolverine are working together and they're being told to kill a kid, and Wolverine was telling Deadpool, "Be a team player. You're not being responsible. You're not being a team player. You're being an asshole." And Deadpool's like, "You can call me many things. A kid killer ain't one of them." And he walks out and says, "I'm not doing this." And
oh wow.
it seems like for Wolverine, it's awesome that yes, he's a hero, but in a way, his ability to be so cold is, uh, in a way, kind of disheartening or disgusting in a way where I know someone had to do it, and it does suck. The burden has to go on him, but the idea that he has probably done this many times is really tragic. And the way this book ends is that Wolverine hands this kid a beer as he's crying because he's like 13,
Do you
14,
have a
15.
picture of it?
Yeah, so let me show you here. Because mainly throughout this entire story, this kid is just crying and crying. You see him here tearing up, tearing up. Wolverine hands him a beer and he tells him to finish it up because, I mean, he's only 14, 15, 16 years old, so he hasn't even had a chance to have a beer yet. There's so much he's missing out on life. Like he was saying here, I was going to go to the national stock car racing and I was supposed to go to drive cross country next summer. I'm supposed to start looking at colleges. I'm never going to do any of this. And it's really sad 'cause, like, sure, it's in a comic book, but when you think of it in the grand scheme of things, that like there are people that have dealt with this. There are people that have terminal cancer at a really young age where there is a lot that they're missing out on life, and it's not like they did anything wrong. It's just
Yeah.
they were dealt a bad hand. And I thought a really sad line that the kid says before he dies was, as he's crying to Wolverine, he's like, "The like one chromosome or whatever to the left, and I would have maybe been one of the X-Men."
Yeah, I know
And
that killed me when I read that the first time because I was reading this after work. Like I would clock out, go to the gym, and I would be reading at like 11:30 for I'd read like for an hour. And I remember I was reading this and it was like 12:30, and I was like, man, this is just so tragic. Where it kept me up, where that line that really cuts through. If it moved over like an inch to the left or something, my life would have been completely different. And I was like, man. That's rough.
it's really sad. I'm like thinking about it now. It's like it's probably one of the saddest stories I've read because it's so grounded and so real, where it's not a mustache twirling villain, it's not Magneto, it's not Doctor Doom trying to destroy the world. It's some kid who, unfortunately, his power is just to kill organic tissue around him, where that is literally what you could say God, or what the universe said is your existence, your purpose.
That's your
gift is going to be to kill everything around you. And he's like, I can't live like this. And then Wolverine is just so cold, where he says, finish your beer, and the kid's like, just do it. And he's getting ready to die. So it's really, really sad stuff. And you see Wolverine walk out of the cave after he
only one person walks out.
Only one person walks out.
And I think he walks out, and it starts at night and it ends in the daytime, right?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Really sad stuff. It's one issue, and I was surprised how profound it felt, because like Amir said, it might be one of the most famous Ultimate X-Men issues, honestly. It really cuts through really deep.
Yeah, because I know you haven't read a lot of the Ultimate X-Men. I know for a lot of people it's hit or miss. I think that is one that I think most people agree on is just an incredible issue, regardless if it's Ultimate or not. I would recommend, if you guys can read it if possible. Omid said it was issue 41.
41.
Of Ultimate X-Men. And
New Mutants Part 2.
I think that one, it just really cuts through. If you only read one issue in Ultimate X-Men, do yourself a favor, read that one.
It's really good. And then also, I think, because in the MCU we're getting close to introducing the mutants, this is something that I don't think they would ever do, but it's, I think, something truly impactful and really strong if they were to lean down this path, where because I think mainly they try to show being a superhero is all sunshine and rainbows, but for a mutant, for a lot of people, it can be a curse, whether it's characters like Beast or Nightcrawler, where they can never hide their mutant isms. And I thought it was a really impactful story. Truly happy I read it, nice. Even though it kind of makes your day a bit sadder.
Yeah. So I recommended such a downer for you.
You did, but I was. It was an impactful.
I'm just returning the favor. Yeah. You recommended me the end, Hulk the end. I really doubt it's going to be a jolly, cheerful story.
You'll be surprised. Maybe you'll love it. But this is another one of our quick little videos on us discussing comics. As we've said time and time again, if the movies aren't giving you the stories you want, there are millions of books to do it, and there are truly great writers and amazing artists that can truly surprise you. I mean, I think books are, they're timeless. So there are, like Amir just read, Future Imperfect is a story from the 90s. I'm reading a book from the 2000s, and it still is impactful 20-something years later. Truly amazing stuff.
Wild.
Truly timeless.
Wild.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Amir, before we close out this somber book discussion?
No, I'm happy. I'm spreading the good word. I really think, because I know I'm like the resident Ultimate Universe guy on the channel. Regardless of, I guess, like, public opinion, you might read a story that, let's say, if it has not great reviews online, and it still might connect for you. Mm-hmm. So, like the Ultimate X-Men, there's some stuff I loved in it and some stuff that don't work for me, but regardless, I was happy I read it, and I think it's just really cool to kind of go out and experience these stories. They're great. I really love reading more and more.
I agree. Keep an eye out on the channel. We're going to have more videos coming out. I think, as Aaron mentioned, we're going to have Hulk the End coming out pretty soon. We just did a video on Hulk Future Imperfect. Great video on the Maestro. And, we're just going to be doing more Marvel and DC comic discussions, because, we just love talking comics with you guys.
Have a great one, guys.
Take it easy. Have a good night.
See you next time.